We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames to see what is going on for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine. Today we have Mars in Gemini square Saturn in Pisces, which is in retrograde too. And so this is huge for clearing both subconscious and unconscious blockages. But you may feel like there's things past your control right now that you're dealing with. And this is all about learning how to control what you can and learning to let go of and surrender to the flow of what you can't control right now. This is huge though for, you may be facing, and this is huge for twin flames, we'll say blockages and even delays that are past your control right now. However, these energies are to help us deal with these type of issues too. So this is probably really going to resonate with you, these energies, if you are a twin flame, because oftentimes the twin flame journey is something that we have to go through a lot of inner work and kind of clearing obstacles and things that we're facing too. Just kind of depends on what you have going on. Now, Mars is all about taking action in our goals. Oftentimes this is short-term goals, but we have a huge focus also on the long-term goals coming up right now, but also what we're putting our energy into so that we're not burning out, right? So it's all about like how we're channeling our energy, what we're putting our energy into. And we know Saturn is like Big Daddy Karma. So with it being in retrograde, it's taking a backspin through our karmic closet. We can expect a lot of things to be coming up for healing and for release. You're closing out a lot of really long standing, deep karmic cycles in your life right now. We also have our Leo sun, which is in alignment with Chiron and Aries. We've had a lot of Chiron and Aries themes coming up, especially we'll say over the past year or two. So expect that old wounds may be coming to the surface. We have a lot kind of coming up. We also have Mercury still in retrograde, but it has entered into, well, shifted out of Virgo and into Leo right now. And since it's in Leo, it's having us reflect on relationship patterns and things from our past during this time. So expect big energies to be kind of coming up on the planet. It is to help you to clear blockages in all of these areas though. So expect that you're going to be working on inner child issues and doing inner child work over the next couple of weeks too. And even revisiting and reflecting on relationship stuff too, we'll say. Okay, so we're going to do a reading. I'm going to start with the divine feminine. Remember, this is just a general reading though, so take what resonates for your situation. I always say to do the one-on-one readings, which are phone calls with me on my website every so often. This will help you as things are always kind of moving and changing around here. So you can do those phone calls. Give me the cards, Kat. You can do those phone calls as often as you need them on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. I also do I am an energy worker. I do tons of clearings, healings, and activation work, which you're going to need doing your spiritual path, we'll say, especially if you're a twin flame, you're having to kind of double down on that work and do it a lot faster. So make sure you're checking out the healings on my website. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for helping you through the process no matter where you're at in it, and great for especially healing challenges you might have coming up, or even like separation issues. Twin flames go deep into the separation issues to heal it. You'll notice. Okay, so we're gonna start with the reading for the divine feminine. Once again, take what resonates just for your situation. So we're gonna do divine feminine first. Divine masculine, if you're watching, direct messages from your DF. I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. Some of you guys might be, I don't know what to say it, friends with your twin flame, haven't fully shifted into union, or even some of your twin flames might be acting like they don't know you, like strangers, right? Like again. And I do feel everyone's in a different place, that it is important, no matter where you're at, to let go of the past and what has gone on in past cycles right now, and even past chapters, knowing that even if you're in separation or you're in union, you're about to write another chapter with your twin flame, but based on the experience and healing work that you've done. Because if you're doing the healing work, you will come together for a new cycle. And this is meant to shift you, if you're not in union, into union. We have so many beautiful energies of healing, reunion, and union in the air for twin flames too, because that is your bigger mission past whatever you're doing in your life. If you are a twin flame, you know that union is very much a part of your shared destiny and coming into that union. However, you're needing to really, for the divine feminine, surrender and let go and release any attachments to outcomes right now. Despite what might be going on in your physical situation, trust the downloads and what the universe is telling you about your situation, because you're getting a lot of signs, synchronicities, and messages to keep going with this path no matter where you're at during this time. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. One of the biggest things that pushes twin flames apart is old trauma, attachment wounding, and things that need to be dealt with, especially any relationship baggage from the past. This could be past hurts and things like that, but oftentimes one of the biggest reasons that twin flames end up in separation is emotional overwhelm, and that it can be very intense, the emotions that come up, especially that you're processing a lot. You'll notice when you go into separations, the emotional upheaval that comes out of them, and you're left to process a lot of emotions that surface. Could be about this person, could be about the connection, just kind of depends. So it's all about staying emotionally balanced for you, divine feminine. I should have believed in you. You always have my best interest at heart. I hid my true self from you because you challenged me to expand, and you go through a lot of growth and expansion very fast in these relationships. You learn a lot in these twin flame dynamics. I fully awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us. So you're awakening from this person. Could be to a higher level that you've had to make a lot of upgrades energetically, of course, but also in your life because of this connection. It may have pushed you, I say pushed you to become a better version of yourself and to really focus on yourself and your healing and areas that you may have needed to heal very, very fast. You'll notice both of you have that twin flame energy available once you meet, and that energy is powerful for bringing a healing to each of your lives, right? Each of your lives in the areas that need it too. This relationship encourages you to dive deep into your healing and to become a better version of yourself. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. You probably feel this person's energy hasn't gone and is around you a lot with your DM. You'll pick up on them, you'll feel them thinking about you. I need to tell you the truth. So we do have Gemini energy right now. We've had a lot of that anyways. And Mercury retrograde this is ruled by Gemini too. So we have a lot of trying to heal communication blocks, and this could be manifest in different ways within the connection. You tame my demons. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. Both twin flames are realizing the mistakes that were made on both sides. Divine feminine, you might be feeling bad and wanting to apologize how things went or whatever has happened on your side. I've been working on myself. You're being guided to really work on yourself, whether in the spaces where you're apart, we call that separation, or the spaces where you're together in actual union. You're being guided to really work on yourself, and you have been divine feminine. I think your divine masculine is noticing that you have gone through a huge transformation no matter where you're at or your relationship status. You've been going through a huge inner and also transformation, and that they can tell energetically that you're changing and in a positive way, like a new version of yourself. I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. And like I said, this can get very emotionally and energetically overwhelming and even intense. Sabotaging patterns may have come up. No one will ever compare to you. All right, this is not for everyone, but your divine masculine may have been in this player energy. Oftentimes when you meet the DM, they've been alone for a while. They're I don't need anyone, I'm great, walls, right, for days. And they didn't expect to fall in love with you too as their divine feminine. So this person may have been acting in that way, and you might have noticed that if they were being also controlling, manipulative, or trying to gameplay with you. Divine feminine, all of that stuff doesn't work with the divine feminine too. You're actually quite awakened and can see through things too. Both twin flames are very sensitive to this kind of stuff. Now this could have been when you met them, or it could be currently too if you're on a break or in separation. Just kind of depends. Some of you, not everyone, have been left single. Some of you guys are in separation. You feel alone, isolated, lonely, and very guarded. And you'll know that You're noticing Divine Feminine is very loyal. I don't want to say to masculine you are, but to this union and to this union process. Some of you guys have been kept alone to do that deep level of inner work too. But some of you guys in that space, if you're apart or slow coming into union, you're very much missing your Divine Masculine. And just their presence and being there was always enough. And you're missing that in your life. You're feeling that very profoundly. We'll get into the Divine Masculine, obviously, reading in a minute, but both are feeling, if apart, that loss. Now, with these energies collectively, you're being guided to get out of your head and into your heart, especially when we go to the DM side. They are feeling that too. They're feeling the longing, they're feeling the energy pull, but oftentimes they talk themselves out of it. But they know, while DM side, their life is going great, never been better. However, they know something is wrong with their heart, and they know what's missing on a heart chakra level. They feel that, like, what's wrong with their heart. Message of the day. Okay, some of you guys are needing to take a chance on this connection and take a leap of faith and to roll the dice on this person and also on this union. And that makes people uncomfortable of the not knowing, not sure. You're being guided to go all in on this connection. Okay, you're dealing with anxiety. This might have led to separation too. Not everyone, but we see a lot of anxious avoidant attachment through the collective. Doesn't surprise me in other attachment issues. I feel that is triggered specifically with twin flames too. And then this might have been some of the reason why, if you're in a separation or slow to come into union, because you're being guided to heal your underlying attachment traumas and issues and wounding. It's inner child healing. But this person may have triggered that too, especially when we see anxious attachment triggered. This is where you become, your Divine Masculine might have thought you had issues. It could have been like jealousy, being needy, controlling, trying to manipulate to get to this union or to get to your way or whatever it was with this. This is also anxious attachment. This person, your Divine Masculine, has done you a favor in triggering this stuff so that you could heal your attachment issues, especially if you've been left alone. You've had to deal with that like never before in your life, because oftentimes you were in a lot of early relationships where you didn't deal with that or notice that too. But you might have noticed this person has triggered a lot of anxiety. Could be anxious attachment that you're trying to heal so that you can become more secure within yourself and have a more secure base and foundation so that you can do a more healthy connection where you're, not so wrapped up in your twin flame. Or it could just be separation anxiety. Oftentimes when you are coming close to union, you'll feel that. Like someone was telling me yesterday, where that's partly a phase coming into union. You might actually feel anxiety about things. You're healing from past toxic relationships that have skewed this union in some type of way. You've already been through toxic relationships of the past. It's quite normal that before twin flames who are both empaths meet each other, that you guys have had a lot of toxicity in your life. Some of this is in childhood where that's your framework. You're used to this negative stuff from childhood because that's how you grew up around some of this stuff, or even past toxic partners that have made you a little too, we said, guarded in that past thing. So you're healing from past codependent relationships, and this is why the universe does not want the twin flame dynamic to turn into a codependent dynamic on both sides, because sometimes this is where you guys are trying to heal each other and fix each other a little too much. If in separation it is to heal some type of codependent dynamic or being too codependent on this twin flame relationship, you're having ego issues come up to be healed, Divine Feminine. And I do feel this is a stage of things too, like the ego gets very triggered. And in both ways, you probably have been through a lot of ego death and rebirth cycles and things like that, Divine Feminine. Healing any type of, and this is perfect because we have all of this energy with Saturn and Mars, but also this deals with our belief system on a lot of levels too, right? So healing old beliefs right now. You might be healing confidence issue, like you feel unworthy of this connection. Your twin flame may have made you feel like that too. I know, right? I know, because it is a lot of mirroring and it brings a lot to the surface fast. So you're needing to heal any type of self-esteem issues. You have a very powerful soul bond with this person, even a soul tie. You're always feeling connected to them. You guys both feel connected. And I think that's something that you learned in the separation too, just how powerful the connection is. There's something that's going to be revealed. This person is going to tell you how they feel or open up about the truth of how they're feeling. But right now there's a lot of shadow work coming up and you're working on flaws still. So this person has shown you things that you need to work on your side, Divine Feminine, working on these things. there might be a space or a break or a separation going on, or you might have a lot of space to yourself right now. This is giving you time to think and to reflect on the situation with your twin flame. It's giving you the space that you need to heal too. You have a soul contract with this person. It's not over yet. The lessons you learned, you're not going to forget them. They've taught you a lot. Even if you only knew them for a short time, maybe some of you guys longer, it just depends. They're teaching you a lot. But there is a soul contract. So if you're in a separation, or I call it a break, this is unfinished. It's not resolved. All right. This person is your destiny, but you might be struggling with it to find the right path right now because of this connection, especially without them. You know this is a destined connection, but you may not be sure of how this is going to play out, but you know it's going to play out in your future, that you guys end up in the future together. And I mean near future. You will end up as a couple, even if separation. So sometimes we're not always understanding this, and if in separation, there's more work to be done and to really work on your healing right now. I'm just not ready yet. Trust in the divine timing. So you're not ready either, divine feminine, and you won't like that. And if in separation, you'll realize that, and your DM knew that too. You weren't ready in some type of way. Could have been behavior, could have been things that were being said. It just kind of depends. You weren't ready on your end as much as you think you were, and you're being guided to dig in deep and to do some energy clearing work of any blockages on your side. I didn't feel good enough for you, and I knew I had more work to do. So some of this is also inner child issues and past relationship stuff that has come up big time on the divine feminine side from past stuff that you've been through, working on yourself during this time. When I come back to you, it's forever. And you know that if apart, you're going to come into this union. And you know it's the real deal. Every day I pray to be with you, divine feminine, praying every day, trying to manifest union, right? Every single day you're praying for this person. The universe knows that. I search for you in every lifetime. This is a deep past life connection. And you know this is a past life connection. My soul recognizes yours and longs to be with you. And that twin flame longing is powerful. Yes, both sides feel it. And your twin flame is mirroring you. With things, it depends on if apart, why. Certain things need to be worked through so that when you guys come back together, you come back together stronger. And the same issues won't come up. There were issues that came up if apart. So just know that. Yes, your divine masculine feels that too. All right, 9 of Wands. Divine masculine might be feeling quite drained from all of this. And with all of it. And this is like, they have their walls up. Some might be keeping you out. I always feel like those walls are like, you know what I mean? So they might be in fight or flight mode still too with it. And that's what we can describe as avoidance or runner. It's just fight or flight mode, and it's a lot to deal with on the planet during this time, especially with the twin flame journey. So they might have built some walls against love. I always feel like they did let you in, but the walls come back up. And this is from past experiences. They've had to build these walls quite young to protect themselves. And even divine masculine has had a lot of pain from past connections in childhood and past relationships before meeting you. And so very fast they let you in, and they did fall in love. However, these walls may have come back up, and fear has won out on some level. If that is the case, if you feel that they are creating distance, ignoring you, shutting you out, this is some of the reason why. They're tired from all of this. They're tired from fighting all of this. It's the universe, right? It's an internal battle between ego and heart happening, if so. Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords. You've been healing and gone through a period of healing, and you've been in solitude for a while, some of you guys, and you're coming out of it. You're getting back in the game. You're coming out of isolation, and this is spiritual awakening energy and healing the mental. You might have had a lot of thoughts, like they say it's like a ping pong ball, right? You might have had a lot of thoughts come in that were sabotaging you or creating negative stuff as you are manifesting this experience. So you've done a lot of, we'll say, introspection and reflection and thinking about all of this, and you've been learning a lot with spiritual awakening too. You've been in this energy of healing, solitude, spiritual awakening, and reflecting. Okay, so this is Ace of Pentacles, and you might feel like there's delays in this. Like we said, there's things past your control. The universe might have set up roadblocks or delays, and that's okay. Focus on what you can control, which is how you're responding and your energy. You need to heal something financially. This could be a lack mentality, or needing to just heal something with your sacral or finances. This is something coming up a lot for the divine feminine. Okay, we have the Empress in reverse. Some of you guys need to get back in the feminine energy, and this is like lack of confidence and being, we'll say, too much, right? You need to get out of that masculine energy. Unfortunately, we live in a planet that tries to program us in the logic, and you need to get back in your intuition and really trust the divine guidance, the spirit messages, the angel numbers, how you feel. More importantly, your head's going to tell you everything's off. Your heart is coming through in a powerful way with these twin flame connections. These are soul connections, and you feel it deep on a soul level too, especially if apart. You feel this person is missing, like literally too. So trusting your intuition. Once again, we have happy reunion and union energy coming at you. This is coming home. This is a stable, successful connection. This is like twin flame energy. You guys are meant to come together and to share your gifts together and to build big things, the legacy, right? The legacy, the business, the project, the helping the planet, humanitarian things, and so stuff like that too. You might be seeing the sign 1111 everywhere as a confirmation, and this is like a very powerful connection. So this is good. It's one of my favorite twin flame message cards. There's going to be a new beginning or a new cycle coming at you. You're doing basically all of the work is preparation if in separation. So some of you guys are going through a lot of preparation and healing for this connection. That's how you know how important it is too, the journey that it's taking you through since you met this person. All right, so this is like a new start and like new energy coming into your life, but around this connection, this person, when they are ready to come in, because some of your DMs aren't ready either, you're going to know that they're ready on their side, because they're going to come in with very high energy, passionate, and like really putting their all in once ready. So some of your DMs are also not ready. This means that you're not as ready as you think too on your side, which is okay. Just getting ready, preparing on Divine Feminine side. We're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine just to see what is going on too. Just wanted to do some cards really quick, right? I do have healings and activations on my website for today that are very powerful too. So make sure you guys are also booking some sessions on my website. It's one of the best things that you guys can do no matter what your situation. All right. So, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, if you're watching, direct messages, DM to DF. I still feel deeply connected to you, but won't admit it. This person might have acted like they don't care about you, that they didn't have feelings, but we know that's anything but true. They're a deep feeler. You're masculine. So they're still feeling this connection. They feel it all the time. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. I'm so sorry. They know they love you. And this is something I always say they try to bury or repress, but they know that they love you, this person. I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was too painful. Divine Feminine might have lashed out or gotten angry, especially blaming masculine or things said. Divine Masculine is still hung up on things that were said. It's easier being with someone from my world. The karmics don't mirror you in that way. Twin flames mirror each other, but the karmics are non-fulfilling and very... You know what I mean? In the long run, they just usually hurt you too. The divine counterparts are meant to be with each other, so it never works out with anyone else either. The universe is trying to guide you together on some level too. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. If there's separation or distance, they feel it. It's painful for them. It's a very painful space to be in, and they miss talking to you if there's not a lot of communication. Our love was too intense for me to handle. I needed a break away. This person might have caused that distance or a break. I hate seeing you with them. They think about where you are, what you're doing, and who you're spending time with. I want to kiss you. I don't want to be toxic anymore. Both have had a lot of toxic stuff come up through this connection that you've had to get pulled back to work on. I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. This person might have been listening to other people too in their ear. Every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. Things just got too intense too fast. I want to start over with you. This DM wants a fresh start with you. They want to start over, as we've seen from the feminine side. Have faith in the universe. This is bigger than both of us at the moment. Also needing to trust the universe. I have past family stuff that I'm trying to heal. You've triggered a lot of inner child healing in me, and I've brought a lot of inner child wounds out in me. You can see that clearly too, that your inner child wounds mirror each other. My ego got too triggered and got in the way. All right, there might have been a separation or a breakup. This person might have walked away, but the separation, it's almost over. So you might also be navigating that. You have a very strong magnetic attraction with this person. It's mind-blowing. So you have a very strong, irresistible connection. This person is going to come back in. Like, you guys might have been very flirty and fun when you first met. And this person, that's what you guys like. Both of you like that about the connection. How, we'll call it light. How light, fun, and flirty, and I mean that in a good way, that it is with this person. And that's going to pick up again. Too. So just know that this person is going through a huge release of buried emotions. So I was saying this morning, twin flames go through an intense clearing and purification process, both of them. A lot of emotions, buried emotions, old repressed emotions come to the surface. Have patience with this process. This person is going through a lot right now. Masculine's getting a lot of signs, synchronicities, could be angel numbers, even direct messages from the universe. That's how you know it's your person. You've gotten direct messages from the universe about this. All right, there's going to be a new beginning with this person and kind of a new phase, like I said, which is going to be very good for your inner child. All right, I want to call you and hear your voice. This person is going to have a conversation with you. They might be putting it off until they are feeling better, but they're going to reach out. Expect a phone call. Divine feminine. So masculine is going to be calling you. Our love is always there despite the distance. You're finding out that you can't separate, you're inseparable, and that you guys have each other on your minds and heart too much. And Divine Masculine knows that. You've always been on their mind and on their heart. All right, secrets might have gotten in the way and not opening up and telling each other everything. Divine Masculine might have been too closed off and it might have led to confusion. It just kind of depends. But you know this person is irresistible. Your Divine Feminine is irresistible. The way you love can never be matched. So they know that about this connection too. All right, there's a strong chemistry. They've never felt a passion so intense. This is why it can be scary and trigger fears too with both. All right, so we have the Page of Cups, and this is like good message coming in. There's going to be a conversation. There's going to be messages and even apologies coming in. Divine Masculine's been watching Divine Feminine from afar. They're always, I don't want to say watching, but like watching over the Divine Feminine too. They really care about the Divine Feminine and what's going on with them too. But this is someone who doesn't act fast. This is someone who's taking their time. We have the Tower in reverse. This is like you've been resisting change and they came anyways. And this is like delays. You're facing delays and blocks on your side too. And this is like going through loss and recovery after loss. This is obviously a twin flame reading, so it could be loss of your Divine Feminine, where it's brought up a whole tower moment or upheaval in your life, losing this connection in some way and healing from that. And so we have the Six of Swords. It's one of my favorite cards coming up. But this is like you're moving on from hard times and letting go of baggage. And this is like a period of healing, but it could also indicate travel. Some of you guys are getting ready to travel. I said that. Some of you guys are getting ready to travel. And it could be with your twin flame or to your twin flame if they're living far away. And it's like the spiritual journey that you're on, because this is always like your higher self guiding you through that. So you've been through some intense healing to prep you for this union too. Moving into union. Okay, justice, karmic justice. You might have old karmic cycles that have been keeping you stuck to or tied to the old 3D earth. These things are going. You're getting payouts, and I mean good or bad karma based on your past actions. Some of you guys have a lot of good karma coming through, I know. And settlements coming. This could be legal matters. It could be payouts. It could be lawsuits. Or even just, resolving things that have been blocking you for a long time or keep making you feel stuck or tied. The chains are coming off that have been tying you to family groups, old partners, and things like that. And so this is like karmic resolve, but a balancing. Both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine have been going through so much karmic balancing, but I mean energetically, where you guys are now in a higher frequency and you're back in balance, and now you can come into balance with each other too. So you've had to do so much inner work and healing on both sides so that when you come back together, if in separation, you can be more balanced. And that's why all that individual inner work had to be done, because something was out of balance too with each other last time. Could have been energetic, could be in all different kind of ways. Divine Masculine, you know that you've been doing a lot of healing, you're feeling better, and you're coming into balance, and you're ready to come into a better balance with your Divine Feminine on her side too. Okay, that's about it. I'm going, right? I'm going to be around doing healings and activations. Just book them on my website. If you do need me, have a beautiful day.